So you want to know some secret places that are close to the beach where you can stay here in the Uvita area? Stay tuned to this episode of Costa Rica Story, because that's just what we're going to explore. Hey there, welcome to Costa Rica Story, and if this is your first time here, my name is Ed. I make videos about Costa Rica and my life here in Costa Rica. If you're a regular part of the Good Vibe tribe, my name still is Ed, and you know what I do. And today's topic is, where can I stay in the Uvita area that's close to the beach? So here in Costa Rica, they're very protective of the beaches, which is a really good thing. So you're not going to get a hotel where you step out from your room and you're on the beach. That's just not going to happen. But the next best thing is knowing a local that rides his bike around here, knows where all the cool places are. So there's some lesser known places here in the Uvita area, and we're going to explore those in this episode. All right, so coming out of the Uvita bus station, you're going to hang a right. Pass over a few rumble strips. So here we are. It's a beautiful day in mid-October. Some clouds, but plenty of blue sky. So this is the rainy season / green season / the low season. So there's not a lot of tourists in town right now. This is actually a great time to be here. Prices are a lot lower right now than they will be if you come in January, December, February. Alright, so we get to bomb down this cool hill. And upcoming is what we call a morto. That's what we call speed bumps here in Costa Rica. We refer to them as mortos. And the new Atlantis gym is going to be on the right. Iguana Verde, the hardware store, on the left. Steve's Supermarket on the left. Now last year this road was completely dirt and very bumpy. This road has always had a reputation of being a horrible road. Did the job, they paved this road, so now it's very smooth all the way down to the National Park entrance. So in some ways it's good that they paved the road. It's much easier on your car to get down here. But the other side of the coin is it's a little bit bad because now you got a lot of people speeding down this road, so you have to be careful of fast moving traffic. But one great thing they did, they put a sidewalk. You see here on the left. So there's a sidewalk that goes all the way down to the entrance of the whale tail. It used to be people would have to walk out in the road here. That's no longer the case. If you've been enjoying the videos and you'd like to give a contribution to the channel, just go to uvitaday.com. Any contribution is very much appreciated. So on the right is mostly pasture land. You'll see a lot of cows out there roaming. Another Morto. And this sidewalk project has been huge. There's been a lot of work done here. Not only did they put in a really smooth road, they put in some extensive drainage. As you can see on the left, there's still some uncovered drainage ditches. And when this is completed, all the ditches would be covered in concrete or covered in grates. But as it is now, it's a little bit tricky. You don't want to get caught in one of those ditches, especially on a bicycle. So I navigate this with care. But I've always enjoyed riding my bicycle on this road. When it was dirt, it was better for me because the cars would have to go slow and I could actually pass the cars going down through here. Now the cars just whip through. The only thing they have to slow down for is the Mortos. So there's a lot of construction that's been going on in this area, and there's a lot of construction planned for the future in this area. So change is coming. More change is coming, I should say. And you can see the mixing concrete to the right. So finally, here we are at our first stop, Hotel Yuli. This is the Hotel Yuli. I'm not going to just going to take a few steps in here just to show you. They've got a pool here, really nice trees. So you can get different kinds of rooms here, and this time of year you can get a room probably maybe around $50, 50 to 80, I would say probably. But during the high season, you know, you're probably thinking in terms of double that. So this is the Hotel Yuli, and I'll let you have an idea of how close we are to the entrance to the whale tail. We'll do a real-time bike ride to show you the distance we are from the whale tail. So it's not right on the beach, but it's definitely walking distance for anybody. So a lot of times people ask that question, is it within walking distance? And that's a hard question to answer. Hola. It's a hard question to answer because, you know, not everybody can walk the same distance. I always say I'm within walking distance of the beach, and you know, so that's what this video is for. So we're going real time from the Hotel Yuli to the entrance to the whale tail. So this is close to the entrance to the national park and to the whale tail. I mean, I'm going a little faster because I'm on my bicycle, but it's not that far of a walk to the national park. Also, there's dolphin tours on my right, and if you'd like to book a whale watching tour or a tour to Corcovado, tour to Keno Island, they're the place to go with, and I can help you with that. So if you want to do any of those tours, let me know. So this is the little strip on the way to the entrance to the national park, Playa Uvita. So if you stay there at Yuli, you know, I'm probably not pronouncing that right, I never do, but if you're staying there at the Hotel Yuli, and you know, it looks like a comfortable place. I've had clients that stopped there or that stayed there and they were happy with it. It's not anything super special, but it's people are happy. I guess, you know, that's all you can expect, right? So here we are, we're coming closer to the entrance. We're almost at the entrance. So take you all the way down to the entrance to the park, which is right here. And just pull in really quick just to show you where it is. So that's the distance. Hola, ¿cómo está? Excelente. So that's the distance from there to here. So it didn't, as you can tell, it didn't take long to get here. So that's one option. But there's some that are a little less obvious. I'll show you now, and we'll still keep running this in real time because these are close by. And this is a really cool little section here. This road here is the access road for the boats when they come in, for the tour boats when they get put into the ocean. And this is where they come out to. The gears on my bike are messed up, so that's why you're hearing that sound. But I love this road. It's got you see a lot of wildlife here if you're quiet, especially early in the morning. So there's a couple little places here. They're definitely not fancy, but they're close to the beach, if you want to be close to the beach. So cabinas. Oh. Let me just put the bike down for a second here. So there's cabinas semillas, and that's their semillas. That's their number up there. I don't know if you can see that. So this is one of the probably a more the hidden kind of place. And I'm you know, we're not talking of like a 4-star hotel, but it's location. And I'm not sure what the price is on these, but I know, you know, it's not going to be cheap because it's close to the beach. And cabinas, Chiranaco. It's always interesting listening to me pronounce the names, but so this is rock throw to the entrance here. So this is one of the closest places you'll get here. So this is kind of a hidden secret place that you're only going to hear on Costa Rica Story. So that's one of the hidden gems. That's two of the hidden gems actually here on at the first entrance. So that's what I call the entrance where the whale tail is. I call that the first entrance to the whale tail. And these are all very close. If you don't need anything fancy, I think this would be a good option if you really want to truly be close to the beach. That's where you would go. You know, if in the Playa Uvita area, if you were going to the whale tail and you want to be as close to the beach as you can, that's where you would go. So as I said, that's what I call the first entrance. And to the national park there's 5 entrances, but there's only 3 that are down here, like in the Uvita Bahia area, you know, on one continuous beach. And what we're going to do now is we're going to run over to the other section, the second entrance, as I call it, and I'm going to show you some hidden gems that you only see here on Costa Rica Story. Hidden places to stay that may interest you if you want to be close to the beach. So let's put it in hyperspeed, and I'll get headed to headed to the beach. These gears are driving me crazy. So here we are at the second entrance, as I call it, but it's Sector Colonia. There's all kinds of interesting traffic here. And look, we got cars, we got horses, we got bicycles, but yeah, Sector Colonia, which I call the second entrance down here. I'm gonna show you a few more secret places to stay that are near the beach that you're not gonna find anywhere else but here on Costa Rica Story. This is a Costa Rica Story exclusive. So these cabins up here didn't exist like a couple years ago. When I first got here, that was just all emptiness. But as I mentioned before, any of these places, if you'd like me to do a deeper dive, I can get a hold of the owners and we can do a more extensive view of these places. But for now, I'm just kind of letting you know where they are and maybe show you the number for contacting them. And if you have WhatsApp, that's usually the way to go, because everybody here is on WhatsApp. So if you see a number, try to contact them on WhatsApp. So yeah, this is in direct response to a question I got from somebody, and it's a question that comes up frequently, so I figured, why don't we answer everybody's question all at the same time? So here's the second set of secret cabinas, and as like the last ones we looked at that are near the whale tail entrance, these aren't anything special. These aren't four-star hotels. These are all about location. So you're not going to get anything fancy here. I think they may be air conditioned even, but I mean that's a huge thing here in this part of in this neck of the woods. There's a little perro, little dog. So this is really close to the beach right here. And they have cabinas. To move my bike off of here. So they... Hola, ¿cómo está? ¿Tú hablas English? Mi español es muy mal. But I'm just doing a video about the different places to stay, and I was going to put, this is the name of this is Tangalore, and that's, you have, how many cabins do you have? ¿Cuántos? Dos cabinas, and muy cerca la playa, because a lot of people ask me where can I stay close to the beach. So this is very close to the beach, and that's the number, the contact. Yes. And that's like what?
I just take care of the place.
Sí. Muy bonita.
For tips or something,
Sí, muy bien.
For ladrones.
So that's the número. That's the número aquí.
Sí, es un Airbnb.
¿Cómo Tangore? Tangore, okay. I'll get the close-up of that, so. Mi español es muy mal. Vive en Uvita 4 años, pero mi español es muy mal. Muchas gracias for show me. I'm going to keep moving on and
¿Qué significa la palabra Tangore? Tangore.
muchas gracias.
No, es something.
Okay.
Okay, go. Fine.
Y otra cabinas también, ¿sí?
The last one, right there.
Okay.
I like air conditioning.
Air acondicionado, muy bien. Muchas,
Different price.
sí. A lot of wildlife here. Mucho naturalización. Monos, macas, todo. Sí, me gusta mucho. So they have cabins there, and there's also another place here. You see some construction going on. They've got cabins here too. So the last place they had 2 cabinas, and I give you the numbers there. This place they have a few more cabinas. This is Cabinas Bacal, and there's the number for that. But they have quite a few different cabins there, and they also have air conditioning. So that's just another option. And again, if you want me to explore these more, I can get a hold of the owners and we can make that happen. But for now, I'm just trying to keep the videos as quick as possible, and you know, just gonna do a little drive to the 3rd entrance now. So this is the 2nd entrance, as I call it. But yeah, the ocean is right there. So this probably is as close to the ocean as you can get here in Uvita. I would say. I can't think of another place that would be closer than this right here. And this is at the 2nd entrance. But one thing to keep in mind, there and this entrance, and also at the 1st entrance, there aren't lifeguards at the beach. But here, you're very, very close to the beach. So it's a very highly recommended place to stay there. I mean, as I mentioned before, it's not going to be a 4-star hotel. You know, they're beautiful little cabinas. If that's, I mean, some people get caught up too much in the place you're staying. If you're staying in a place like that, you're so close to where you want to be. You can put up with a few inconveniences. You know, you don't have maybe you don't have that beautiful swimming pool. But this area that I'm riding is one of my favorite places here, and you know, it's a place where you can often see macaws. If you're lucky, you'll see a sloth. Very oftentimes you'll see, you know, monkeys. Definitely a good chance of seeing iguanas here. But just, I mean, I don't know if you can hear it on the mic here, but you can hear the sound of the beach, which is pretty awesome. So those are a couple more places, secret places that you'll only hear about here on Costa Rica Story. And we're gonna go to the 3rd entrance for the last view of secret entrances, secret places to stay close to the beach from Costa Rica Story. Okay, so we're here at the 2nd entrance, and we're going to go to the 3rd entrance. So what we're going to do, I'm going to put it into hyperdrive, and we're going to cruise over to the 3rd entrance really fast. One thing I'll point out, that to get from the 2nd entrance to the 3rd entrance, there's a road that in the rainy season, not everybody's going to want to go on. It's really muddy and kind of icky to some people. But if you've got a good 4-wheel drive, it's not an issue. But if you don't want to go on that road, you can just go up that way and around. But that's not how we're going. We're going on the trail, and going over to the third entrance. So let's do it. Alright, so now here we are at the third entrance to the national park, and I'm going to show you the last set of cabinas that are really close to the beach here in the Uvita Bahia area. I say Uvita Bahia because we're actually in Bahia, but most people don't know much about Bahia, so I like to say Uvita because Uvita comes up better in the search engines. So let's go. We're at the entrance. I'm gonna ride up to the entrance to where the cabinas are, which is just right up here a little ways. So this is the third entrance here. I like this because there's tends to be more wildlife and things here. It's more natural, less touristy, but there's still places where you can get Copos cruise back there. You can get your pipa fria, your cold coconut. You can get your copos, which is a traditional Costa Rican dessert made with shaved ice, a little bit of evaporated milk. Very sweet treat. Highly recommend. So Casa Viva Hotel. So that's another place where I've had clients stay here. So that's where this is. This is that behind me right there. You can see that. And let me get the. They also have camping. They've got some interesting cabinas, and they've got camping here. So Casa Viva, that you only find here on Costa Rica Story. The secret locations that are close to the beach. Not everybody knows about the places here. Let's just take a quick ride in. I'll show you a little bit. So there's places, there's the cabinas there, and there's places, if you have a camper vehicle, you can camp. Also, if you have a tent, you can camp there with a tent. You get a number there, and we're very, very close to the beach. You can hear the ocean right here. So this is a place where I've had clients stay, and they've enjoyed it. And again, it's not a 4-star hotel, and you may have ants in your room, but it's Costa Rica. You need to be aware that that's a possibility. So this place is, it's really close to the entrance to the national park, which is right up here. So if you'd like to come to Uvita and experience the Uvita Day Adventure with me, just go to uvitaday.com for more information about that. There's just a ton of things we can do. High season's almost here. It's time to book. Speaking of book, I can help you book your tours. I can help you book a rental car without any kind of problems. I can help you with real estate here. I can help you find a rental. There's just a ton of things we can do on the Uvita Day Adventure. And if you're coming to this area, there's a ton of things that we can do. So go to uvitaday.com to check out all the cool things that are going on there. And if you don't know what the Uvita Day Adventure is, you better watch this video.
I love this.
So are you ready? Are you ready to come to Uvita and experience the Uvita Day Adventure? I really love showing people my world, living vicariously through their adventures here. We can hit a lot of the popular attractions, so you never really know who's going to drop in on the Uvita Day Adventure. And it's definitely a good way to get in touch with your inner child. And if you want, we can even get off the beaten path. A coffee tour with mi amigo Dainair. Maybe we'll find some wildlife to photograph. Visit to the farmer's market, making some new friends. And if you go on a coffee tour, I have to warn you, Dainair might put you to work. Or if you're more adventurous, hike up a mountain trail to a waterfall. A refreshing swim in a beautiful swimming hole. But there's a lot to see, and there's a lot to do. Make new friends, see some cool things, make some memories. The Uvita Day Adventure. Go to uvitaday.com for more information. Hopping into a beautiful swimming hole. Another thing we can do on the Uvita Day Adventure. But that's all I've got for this edition of Costa Rica Story. Make sure you like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to, but most importantly, share this video and this channel with a friend. Hasta luego.